Excellent. Excellent. We are live on YouTube. Friday Business Seminar with Dr. John Lukomona. I just took a sip of a fizzy pop, which I dearly needed so much. I was very busy all day today in business meetings and also completing one of the courses for the Common Scholarship students. It's awesome. Things are looking good and great. So let's get it on with Friday Business Seminar with Dr. John Lukomona. We are live on Facebook and we are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook and we are live on YouTube. This is exciting moments. So let's just get the live broadcast on Facebook. Excellent. This is Friday Business Seminar with Dr. John Lukomona, live on Facebook and live on YouTube. Friday is back. The seminars are back, and tell people things are happening on a Friday. This is Amakaya Wingi, and just a very quick announcement. The last Saturday of June, we are going to have the round table. That is 25th of June, 2022, 25th of June, 2022, Amakaya Wingi round table celebrating business connectivity and success is back live on. Following the pandemic period, it's going to be our first physical business meeting. It will be a round table. We are targeting capacity of 30 businesses maximum. Round table. Book your slot. We'll send details via our website and also eventually on the Eventbrite. This is a paid event. You have to pay to enter. Be part of this round table. I'm going to have some real good food to eat physically. Nice, tasty food with great knowledge happening on our platform. That's what's going to be happening on the 25th of June, the last Saturday of June, 2026. 2022. Thank you so much. Excellent. Now, on the back of this, let me make some special announcements on the training programs that we have within our establishments, which is Amakaya Wingi, the Westerners Open College, and the Lukomona John University. This is awesome. We have a wide range of courses, and let me speak a little bit more on the entrepreneurship programs. Entrepreneurship programs are powerful. And I encourage people who are entrepreneurs to sign up on the entrepreneurship course. I will seek permission to some of our students who are currently on the course, the impact this is making in their own thinking and their business life. I'll try and do that and play some clips. Now, entrepreneurship program, the way we deliver it is very unique and very different from other institutions. Why? We focus on the essential areas which will make your business idea kick off, and how you also learn how to make money in a different way. One of the things that we also talk about is making money on demand and making money on leisure. I'm telling you, only on our entrepreneurship program can you learn these kind of principles. So I want people to key in this. We are enrolling for the post-Easter period. The course is a diploma, and there's also a certificate with 3 units. So get in there. And some of the things that will inspire you on this course is how to make money. That's very important. You got to think about that. Very important, how to make money for real. And the people that was teaching today, some of the concepts, we began this program from Monday from Tuesday, I think Tuesday to 22nd. This is a program by a common scholarship scheme hosted by the Lightgate Outreach Center. So we are the component to deliver in there. Awesome stuff we looked at, and people were inspired and their brains opened up. So it's important for us to get into the entrepreneurship drive. Very important. There are many things that you're going to learn which will inspire you and also help your business grow to the next level. You see, education is essential because it is light. Knowledge is light. It's like just something opens up once you are told what to do and how to do it. Some people, when they come on entrepreneurship, learn how to save money and invest in other portfolios, making money while they're sleeping. We teach these things. How do you do that? We also teach the quadrants of sustainable model. Where are your expenses? Where is your revenue? How do you use your money? Does your money go to buy assets, or does your money go to buy liabilities? Ask yourself that question. Probably I'll touch some of these areas in my teaching. So that's a special announcement. I want to focus on entrepreneurship. Sign up. You might just qualify for a scholarships reduction because it's means tested. Don't miss out this boat. This is good stuff. Only at the West Midlands Open College, AYB, and the Lukomona Johnny University. You can start from certificate to diploma, degree, and postgraduate masters, even PhD. But the biggest PhD I want you to have is how to make money. Excellent. So we're mapping out a good strategy for you. Just key in and join in. If you're in employment, we are saying we are also doing business. How? Job, J means just, O means on, B means business. You're just on business. S, services. You understand it? So whether you are working a full-time employment or not, you are still on business services. In other words, as an employee, you are rendering your services to an employer who is paying you. In other words, they are paying your business, which is you, to receive your service. So you are in business. Whichever way you look at it, you are in business. Now, with that concept in mind, when your money comes in the form of a salary or revenue from sales, it is still income in your pockets. How do you use that money? Very important. And we teach this on the entrepreneurship course. And I'm going to spend some time talking about entrepreneurship. And an entrepreneur, this is now my teaching today. An entrepreneur is a problem solver. An entrepreneur specializes in spotting for problems in the community. An entrepreneur seeks to create a solution to a problem in the community. An entrepreneur chooses the right vehicle to deliver that solution for a problem in the community. An entrepreneur designs a pricing system for the services or products which they produce in the community. For everything that you create as a solution, people must pay for it. How they pay for it and how much they pay for it, you determine. Certain products or services, the market determines what price this thing goes for. Some of the regulated services, government pegs the price. But the entrepreneur has control on how to sustainably run their own enterprise. That is to say, you can choose a certain markup A markup is money you add on top of your production cost or wholesale prices for you to be able to make a profit so that your business becomes sustainable. Out of that profit, you gain your dividends. So you have to control the pricing as well, but not so much that you are too expensive and people cannot buy your product or service. So when you come into the entrepreneurial environment, you have to play with pricing because you've got a solution. Let me also look at an employee, because employees are very important. As an entrepreneur, when you set up your business, you discover that people are very essential to the running of your business, your organization. So you're going to have employees. Now let's talk about these very employees. How do they really become sustainable as they join up your organization or any other organization? They have to name their price, and the price they name is a salary. Some of the interviews, they do ask you, how much are you expecting to be paid? That's a very intelligent but very clever question. Some people don't answer it, some people do answer it. But I think we should all be able to answer it. That question simply say, how much do you value your services, your skills, your experience, what you've gained over years? You're now going to render that service to this company who wants to pay you a salary. But you've got to be very competitive and realistic within your industry. For that job role you're applying for, what is the going rate? If you go to the upper end of the range, when we say range, there is a minimum salary for that type of job, and there's a maximum or the higher end towards management, or as the case might be. If you push yourself towards the higher end, you must also justify why you have said that. It might be that you are the guru of the industry, and when you start working for that company or organization, you will transform the outlook of the organization because of your skills or because of what you bring to the table. Do not look down yourself. It doesn't matter. It could be a highly skilled job, or it could be any labor job of any kind where you use your hands. There is skill also in using your hands, because people who use their hands, they help to process materials in a company. It could be a manufacturing company. It could be a food processing company. It could be a mining processing company. Whatever the case might be, at any level you are in your employment, you are building your profile. When you look for next employment or the next business opportunity for you to render your services in which you are in a contract with the pay as you earn or payee through the wage scheme, they give you a pay slip. You're still on business services. You're still in business. You can choose to quit and look for a higher rate. So when you look for a higher rate, justify it. And it's always good to tell people, this is what I'm worth. You give them a reason why they should not let you go, but they should accept you at that higher rate of pay. If they negotiate you down and you still love the job, you can now say, okay, I'm not moving from here. I accept only this amount of money. You reduce a little bit. You want to enter. So you're negotiating. So is an entrepreneur who is now the founder of the organization, the one who's developing products or services. You got to do what we call skimming. Skimming is a price system where you get the highest price and target on your product. And you allow people to bargain or to negotiate. You test the market with a high price. Then you begin to see a type of people who are buying your products or services, the income level, If you are sold out with a higher price, keep it. Don't let it go. It will maximize your profits. It will maximize your revenue. It will maximize your cash flow, because in a business, we want to look at something that's like a cash cow. A cash cow is a business that is always bringing you cash, ready cash. Now, the importance of scheming is this. You have the margins for where you can give a discount without actually going into a loss. And that's the advantage of starting with a high price. If you start with a very low price, you don't have the margins to negotiate or give a discount. Let me give an example. If I want to sell something for £1,000, and I know at £1,000, I'll have made 40% profit. And when I open my enterprise, or whatever it is, I put the price £1,000 or £999. And I know inside there, the several margins, the markups are such that I won't make a loss even if I reduce the price by 10%. You understand it? Because you're putting things into consideration inside there. So the pricing is not just a figure you think of. There are so many factors behind it. So when I do my pricing like that, then I put a tag, sale, going on in this shop or in my business. Everything is 10% discount. You attract customers. You say, wow, that thing is 1,000 or 999. So if I go in there, I'll buy it at 10% discount. It looks good to a customer, doesn't it? Of course it does. So an entrepreneur has got a different way of thinking to make a business sustainable. Remember, before you launched your business, do you remember those days when you were moving up and down, setting up, and nobody was paying you a dime? So all those months or years must be compensated, must be paid for by the business. That's why setting pricing also considered what we call the sweat equity. You're sweating and nobody was paying you. You're doing something, nobody was paying you. So we must consider that sweat equity. It must pay you back. But of course, not in one go, for a profit is not made in one transaction. It is over time. You get the point. But in the time that you are developing your business, pricing is critical. Only can you get this knowledge when you sign up on the entrepreneurship course in our establishment. It is mind-blowing the way we do it and what we teach. The relevance are not taught. Another aspect of entrepreneurship that we look at is the innovative way of restructuring your businesses. What do I mean by this? Restructuring your businesses looks into certain elements. Element number one, if you are in an environment where there are so many people who would want to buy your product or your services, and yet these people do not have as much money as they should, but they really want the product. One of the things that you can do is to downgrade the quality, not to make it as bad as bad could be, no. For example, I can have 2 products in my hands. Both of them are drinking glasses. One of the drinking glasses, although they look identical, the cost of production is about 30% more than the cost of production for the other one. The one that is more expensive, I'm producing it for a certain class of people who are able to pay a higher price. And the durability of these two will be different. So what's the point of making a very expensive product in a community where the large majority of the people have no finances to pay for that one single drinking glass or mug? So I'll produce something that is commensurate to their standard in that location, so they can also buy that product from you. Then if I want to serve another type of people within the same environment, I can create sections. It's an open floor, for example, if it's an open floor shop, or if it's services, we say the VIP or special treatment. Call it anything that tells people this one is expensive. Call it presidential, ministerial, whatever name you give it to distinguish. So that two classes of people there can go to their own section. You are thinking about sustainable ways of keeping your business running. So you cannot do the same price for everybody. That's another way of restructuring. The third one, which is probably in the third sector, this is what we call a charitable organization. A charitable organization is a vehicle which it runs also in a similar way in terms of income and expenditure like any other commercial. But the definitions of a charity entails that I cannot have dividends in there, neither can I have shares in it. But the way I run it, it must be profitable. And the profit that I make there is called the surplus. So I can structure a charity that will begin to give these items for free to the public who needs it. That's another structure. But once I plan to do that, the question is, who will be helping this charity to produce these glasses? Who will be paying for it? That's where now donations come in. That's why now creative supportive ventures come in to help the charity. That's when our volunteers come in to help the charity. Whereas in the other setting, you were paying staff to run it. In this new structure, you're going to ask for volunteers to come and do it. And you are only moved because many people in the area could not afford your product or your service, but you still want to serve them. You've got a very good heart. And we presume that you already have your own money on which you live on. You understand? You cannot be charitable if yourself you are broke. A broke person without money in the pocket, you cannot be charitable. You cannot give nothing because you don't have. Those who can do charity are those who got their own money and they want to help other people. Because if you want to do charity to make money for yourself, you're in the wrong industry. The word charity means give, love. So you've got to give something that you already have. You understand it? So you will begin to look for people who can give donations to your charity in order for you to help the community. And the first donor is going to be yourself. You're going to donate your money you're making in the other business into the charity. We call that corporate social responsibility. It will be 10% of your profits or certain earnings. You define yourself, at least that kind of money goes into the charitable organization. Now you have two businesses. One is your commercial. You're running as a consultant, as a limited company. The other one now is a charitable organization, which in other countries, like Africa in particular, they call them NGOs, non-governmental organizations. So with that in mind, an entrepreneur is an all-rounded person who is always seeking to identify a problem and wants to solve that problem through a legitimate business vehicle. A business vehicle could be a commercial or social enterprise or a charitable organization. These are legal entities you can leverage. There are many other definitions of business status or business types that an entrepreneur can use. For you to be grounded solely in this environment of enterprise, I cannot overemphasize. You need to join the West Midlands Open College so we can teach you how to make money on leisure. If you're making money by you being there all the time, if you're not there, money is not made, something is missing. There's a missing link in your system. You need to get to a stage whereby you start making money, whether you're there in the business physically or not. That is called making money on leisure, not making money on demand. Many people, we make money on demand. We've got to be physically there to make money. Otherwise, you won't make money. But at WMOC and the Lukomona University and the AYB, we've got some beautiful programs for you, either directly in the college or on consultancy through the AYB. I'll be signing off from Facebook, and I'll be signing off from Zoom. And from Zoom, yes, indeed. I'll be signing off from Zoom on YouTube. Then I will be in the back office. Those who want to join me and have a chat, a discussion, the number to join me on Zoom is 840-7538-7265. And the passcode is 451493. Hello, Clever, long time no see. We got to talk more. And hello, my wife Denise. I can see you there. Excellent. And hello, Charity Mwanza, investor, my big investor. Long time. We need to catch up. Good to see you there. Signing off on Facebook. If you want to join me, again, it's 840-7538-7265. The passcode is 451493. Bye now.